right, let's end the week on a light note. It's Friday, and you know what that means. It's time for the company quiz. Here's how it works if it's your first time. I take some stories making headlines in the news and ask related trivia questions. Back with us to play, two-time champ, media reporter for The Hill, Joe Concha, and host of WMAL's Mornings on the Mall, Mary Walter, and of course, Lindsay, who is a two-time champ, but not consecutively. Joe, I gave you the cup last time. If you get 3, I came up with a very special prize for you, but you got to get the 3 in a row. You ready?
Patrick, going for it. Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Question 1. Trump released a list of potential Supreme Court appointees. Former Chief Justice Salem P. Chase was appointed to the bench by President Abraham Lincoln in 1864. C.J. Chase gets credit for instituting what famous phrase? A, a man's house is his castle. B, in God we trust. C, the buck stops here. Or D, there's always room at the top.
Ooh.
Let him go. I need to see him, guys. Joe Concha falling behind early. The ladies pulling out to an early lead. Yeah. It was In God We Trust. Chase served as the Secretary of Treasury in Lincoln's first term before being appointed Chief Justice. Paper money was his idea, as was putting In God We Trust on every bill. By the way, interesting fact, it was his idea to put his face on the bill so folks would know who he was. I think he thought it was a gimmick. He later ran for president a few times, but didn't win. Obviously. All right, question 2. Sarah Sanders joined us yesterday. The first U.S. president press secretary, George E. Ackerson, served under which president? A, Herbert Hoover, B, Abraham Lincoln, C, Zachary Taylor, or D, Warren Harding?
Ooh.
Let's get those letters up, guys.
I better know this.
Oh, Lindsay gets it and Joe gets it. That's right. It was A, Herbert Hoover. Whew. The guy served for press secretary from 1929 to 1931. So, wait, Joe got that one and you, right?
Yeah. Don't cut it short.
I know. Just making sure. Looks like we got, well, Lindsay's out to a 2-1 lead.
Lindsay's out ahead.
Come on.
Joe Concha, this is tough. This week, former Covington Catholic High School student Nick Sandman once again stood up to bullies, this time an ACLU staffer who criticized Kentucky's Transylvania University for accepting the Trump supporter. Transylvania is also a region fictionally associated with vampires. What country is Transylvania located in? A, Austria, B, Hungary, C, Russia, or D, Romania?
I'm pretty sure.
You're pretty wrong. Mary Walter getting the point. Slash for the boys. Yeah, it's actually in Romania. Transylvania is a region of central Romania known for medieval towns and castles and associated with the legend of Dracula. You learned something by watching this show. All right, question 4. Mike My Pillow Lindell announced a lawsuit this week against CNN. What Guinness World Record did Lindell and his company My Pillow break in 2018? A, biggest pillow ever made, tallest mattress stack, you know, he makes everything. C, largest human mattress domino fall, or D, biggest pillow fight?
Ooh.
I don't think he does mattresses, so it's...
Lindsay and Joe Concha coming in strong.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Wasn't that at Liberty University?
Yeah, I don't know, but it was the largest pillow fight on May 18th, 2018. Lindell got 7,681 participants to have a pillow fight.
Yeah, I think that was
I assume those were all my pillows too, but anyway.
That broke one I had at the University of Maryland back in the 90s, Sean, so we're sad to see that go down.
All right, let me do some math here. It's Lindsay 3 and 2 to the rest of you.
Watch out, guys.
All right.
Oh.
Question 5. The NFL season kicked off last night, as we discussed. The Chiefs beat the Texans 34-20. The NFL, like other sports, is getting very political on the field lately, but several former players have actually served in political office after their playing days were over. Which one of these former congressmen did not play in the NFL? A, Steve Largent, B, J.C. Watts, C, Keith Schuler, or D, John Runyon?
I forfeit if I get this wrong.
I was going to say, Joe, Mary Walters the only one who gets it wrong. Lindsay and Joe clearly are sports folks.
Oklahoma.
All right. This is now a 4-3-2 race. Lindsay, Joe, Mary. We're running out of questions, Joe. Question 6.
This is sad.
Yeah.
This week, President Trump visited the battleground state of North Carolina for the 3rd time in 3 weeks. Trump is from New York and now calls Florida home. Which U.S. president was born in North Carolina? A, Andrew Jackson, B, James Polk, C, James Garfield, or D, Harry Truman?
Oh, these are hard.
Zero idea on this.
I know. We got to get harder every day.
Hard.
I don't know. It's a true guess. It's a full guess.
Total guess.
Joe, Concha, and Mary coming up big. Lindsay getting that wrong. That was James Polk, our 11th president. Yeah, that was right. This makes it tough because we're heading into this right now with Joe, Concha, and Lindsay tied into question 7. This is a big one. All right, this is all comes down to it. This week, the Academy of Motion Pictures announced that films must meet certain diversity quotas to even be considered for an Oscar. Which one of these classic movies did not win an Oscar for Best Picture? A, American Beauty, B, A Beautiful Mind, C, Life is Beautiful, or D, $1 Million Baby? Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, gosh.
Give me some letters. Give me some letters.
I think.
Just stop talking. Put
think.
the letter up.
I
I
don't
have
know.
no idea.
I have no idea.
A strikeout. We have a strikeout. It was C. Yeah, A
didn't
Life
win?
is Beautiful. The movie actually won 3 Oscars, including Best Foreign Film, Best Actor, but it
Best
did
Actor,
not win
yeah.
for Best Picture. All right, guys. We are now in the tiebreaker. Mary, unfortunately, I'll let you give me an answer, but this goes to our 2 tied players here. The Department of Homeland Security was formed in response to the 9/11 attacks. How many government agencies were merged to create the Department of Homeland Security? I need a number. All right.
Dear Lord.
Joe, Concha, you've got a lot riding on this. Give me a number.
3.
Joe, Concha, 3. Lindsay,
I had the same answer, 3.
give me another.
4.
4. Mary Walter, be fun. Give me one.
Just for fun, I was going 4.
4. You guys
Why'd
aren't
you
even
give
in the
another one?
ballpark. By Price is
No?
Right rules, Lindsay wins today. The answer is 22. It was established in November of 2002, combining 22 different federal departments and
Whoa.
agencies into a unified, integrated cabinet agency. Joe, Concha,
Wow.
I'm sorry. We thought I was so ready to give you a special prize for 3 in a row. That will now have to wait. It is now Lindsay, our champion. Joe, Concha.
Wow.
He's off
Think
by
about
18 in the number 2 wins. How is this possible?
I won with 4. I wanted 3,
I know.
so
We're
we
out of
would have
7.
been tied, really.
All right, guys. Thank you for
All right,
joining
Joe's
us.
going to have to wait a week for the canned ham.
That's right. All right. Thank you. Lindsay and I will be back in a moment with some final thoughts when we return.